Hi Hot Toys collectors, this is a Clipper King returning for a ratings video, and this time it's the Hot Toys X-Men Origins Wolverine. Just give you a quick scout around the figure. And show you the film. Right, before I start on this figure, I'm going to explain how I came to get him and explain what I consider to be eBay etiquette. Right. What I'll do a search once or twice a day, just looking at the newly listed, and use the tip that was given to me by a loyal variable, or given to everybody. And it's basically just how to pick figures up quick and cheap on the buy it nows. You just type in Hot Toys minus wheels, so you don't get all the Hot Wheels shit, and go to the newly listed, and just press F5 to refresh your screen. It keeps bringing the newest listed things. So what you do, sometimes you can pick some cheap buy it nows, like I did with the John Connor and Marcus Wright. Also you can see who's listing what, and what you'll find is one seller will list about 5 or 6 items. So I'll watch, see what they list, and I'll look for something, normally English sellers, with a low starting bid. Then what I'll do, I'll just send them a mail just saying is there an amount they'd like to sell this figure now for, and offer to buy instantly. Now the reason I explain this on this video is because this is what's happened with the Wolverine figure. I've been watching this figure for quite a while, because when it first got released, the prototype photos they released looked shit. I thought, I didn't think it was a good sculpt at all, but more and more reviews I saw, they were getting really good reviews. The more and more videos I watched on YouTube, it was looking better than I expected it to be. The extras it come with were a little bit of an issue to me, but in the end I thought it's just got a figure I've got to have. So as I say, I saw it, an English seller, so it was only £10 post and packaging, and I sent him mail just saying, can I pick this off you now, how much would you like? I ended up getting it for £100 and £10 post and packaging. Now as you know, this figure's now going from 150 to 200, so I just had to have it. Now, with this figure, as you'll all know, the struggle to pay for these Hot Toys figures. At times you see things, you want them, but it's getting close to payday and you think, I can't make it through to payday if I buy this figure. Now that was the situation with this, but I thought if I don't take this now at £100, I'm never ever going to see it going for that price again. So I bought it now, and there was a chance I was going to leave myself short. But what I did, anybody who's watched my video called Dutch Hot Toys for sale, £120, you see my collection on there. I actually used to have a Medicom Wolverine in the X-Men 3 outfit. So what I did, I bought this one straight away, listed my old Wolverine, ended up getting £70 for that. So it cost me an extra £30 to pick this one up. And as you all know, the Hot Toys one has got to be worth definitely £30 more than the Medicom one every day a week. So in the end, I'm very happy with the price I paid. So the reason I spoke about that is just things to try on eBay. There's different little things, different ways to work, and sometimes you do get some bargains. Anyway, onto this figure. As you can see, I'm playing the Wolverine film. It is a pretty good film, but on the source material, I'm taking into account how cool a character I think Wolverine is. If you watch all 3 of the X-Men films and then watch this, he's a pretty good character. But because this one only comes with a Wolverine outfit, I am going to score it just on this film. So on source material, I'm only going to give it 4 points. Right, the second, packaging. Right, package on this is probably better than standard. It opens like a shoebox. It's got the claws on the front, inlay picture inside, the tray that the figure sits in. It is a nice package, better than average I would say, but nothing too frilly. What I would say is the pictures on it seem to be the prototype pictures. Now I don't know if it's my eyes playing up, but the prototype pictures don't even really look like Hugh Jackman to me. But the figure itself is pretty much amazing. He's got the perfect expression on his face, like he's looking at it as if it's, in a couple of seconds I'm gonna funk you right up. It's perfect expression. So the packaging on this figure, I would give a 4. It's not the Godfather, but it's a lot better than standard. So 4 points on that. Right, the likeness. like I say, I was really blown away when I did receive this figure. Also, when I saw a lot of the shots from YouTube and on Google and everything, I look in, it says it looks. I'm thinking to myself, it looks better than the prototype pictures show. I do still think that is an amazing head sculpt. Also, the body sculpt on it. Obviously, this one's got the coat and shirt on. If you strip him down to his vest, the body sculpt on it is unbelievable. It really is amazing likeness on this figure. Looks really good. It stands well. Just looks badass, really. I would say it's probably a must-have in your collection, especially if you're a Marvel fan. So the likeness on it is a definite 5 for me. Right, outfit, again, another very strong point. It's amazing. The coat that he wears is a leather feel, really worn leather. It's very accurate to the movie. I would say as an item of clothing that Hot Toys has done, I would put this possibly second only to the John Connor fur coat. But it really is amazing. It's got the working zips, the really soft, banged up leather feel to it. It's really good. The shirt's intricate. The vest's like a ribbed vest, really nice effect when he's wearing it. And he's just got the vest on and the muscles showing through. The Indian head belt, very nicely done. The jeans with the rivets on and the denim like stitching through it. And the nice cowboy style boots. Really good outfit on this. It stands really well. Obviously you can see the dog tags in there, which I would probably class as part of his outfit. Really good. So on the outfit, I'd give that a definite 5. Right, articulation. As anybody who's got this figure knows, and probably anybody who's not picked him up knows, it is a true type body, but they started doing like a sculpted body. They used it on the Predator, the Royce figure from the upcoming Predators, the T-800 from Terminator, a couple of others. The Leonidas is what I would class a proper bodysuit. Now it does have joins in it, but the muscle sculpted, it's got veins on it, it's got hair on it, really nicely done, but the articulation doesn't suffer for it. So on articulation, although the neck, you've got to be very careful because the neck and upper chest are a softer rubber, so you don't want to like rub the air off, so you've got to be careful with the head. But aside from that, you can get him into any pose you want. As you can see, I've got a pretty standard Wolverine pose, but it's a really good one. I just like the intentions that sort of show on his face. I think it goes with the pose really well. So the articulation I would give a 5 as well. Right, extras. This is a point on this figure that really pisses me off because they could have done so much with it. And the thing with it, it got released within weeks of the Blade figure. Now anybody who's got the Blade or seen the Blade knows he's fully loaded with extras. Whoever designed the Wolverine set really sucked dick with extras because other than some relaxed hands, a fist without claws and his dog tags, you really don't get any extras with it. Now, for me, anybody who buys a Wolverine figure and don't pose him with the claws on is just fucking idiotic. So you can't even class his claws as extras. Now, people say, but what could you put with him? Well, firstly, I think a cigar would have been an obvious one. But second to that, they could have really gone to town with it. They could have just made it a Wolverine figure and incorporated the X-Men suit. Or, at the very least, they could have put a Wolverine Berserker type head and head sculpting where he's looking mad like the Leonidas one they did. Now, you look at the things that you'd get with the Marcus Wright figure and realise they just caught slipping on this one a little bit with the extras. There's just things they could have put in. And they could have even gone with a better base, just something, but they just really tossed the extras idea off, which is a shame because it came out and it was the same price point as a Blade figure and the Marcus Wright figure, and really it can't stand outside of them with the extras. So on that, I'm really disappointed with the extras, so I'd only give that 1 point. Right, value. As I say, I picked this up for £100. Now, £100 for the Wolverine figure is a steal, really. It just shows you what having good manners is and keeping a good lookout on eBay. You can pick up some bargains. Now, I definitely got on with this. The price it's normally going for on eBay in the UK at the moment is somewhere between 170 to 200, which puts it up there with Blade. Now, it's not Blade, but it's very close behind Blade. If they'd have chucked in some well thought out extras, then it definitely would be worth the £200. But would I pay £200 for it? Would I pay £170 for it? Possibly not, but £100 I'm more than happy. So the value on it, I would give it 4. So to sum it all up, this figure gets 28 out of a possible 35. I don't know if it's a must own, but if you're a Marvel fan, definitely pick it up. It is a good likeness to this film. Please leave your comments, subscribe if you haven't already. Big shout out to all the regulars I talk to. You know who you are. Dean Knight, Moggy215, Dino Last, plenty of others. I'm getting new subscribers all the time, but I'm obviously looking for more and more. Thanks, this is the Clipper King, I'm out of here.